So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create my first new policy. And in my case, I'm going to act like a typical application owner running an application. And in my case, I run the engineering side of the organization. So I'm just going to make this for all about engineering access. And really what I want to do is I just want to call out that only the engineers within the business actually have access. So I'll go ahead and I'll add a rule. And as you can see, when we structured our policy designer, we set it up in that who, what, where, and when type of scenario, so that it actually guides the users through creating these policies. And in this case, the advantage there is just, as Jamie mentioned earlier, it means that your users don't have to come from an identity and access management background. They just simply need to know who should be having access to the information within these apps. Well, what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna create a pretty simple rule. In this case, I want to leverage zero trust. So I'm gonna start by looking at my user roles, because user roles don't have to disappear. And in my case, I'm gonna say something along the lines of, they're in engineering, nice and easy. But a user role is just one data point about the user. It doesn't tell me everything I need to know. So what I want to do is I'm going to add a subject. And in this case, rather than the user role, I want to actually look at their risk score. And in my case, I'm pulling my risk score from CrowdStrike. And as a business, what we've established is anything that is 0.67 or below is less than the risk score that we're worried about. Anything that's higher than 0.67, in that case, we've got a concern. Now, before I click next, the other thing that you'll notice is when I build these policies, we're not just targeting the positive use case. We can also go ahead and add exceptions. So, as an example, maybe a user might be within engineering, but maybe I want to look for another value, like if they're within country, or, I'll allow anybody who's within engineering, but if they're in maybe a country at risk, in that case, I'm going to prevent them from having access. So this way we can start to control both the positive and the negative side of the story. But in my case, we'll get rid of that exception for now. We'll click next. And in this case, what we're going to decide is, as the user tries to access information, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to view? Are they trying to read, update? In my case, I'm going to keep it nice and easy and just say they're trying to view information. And from there, now we actually get to decide, okay, well, where are they trying to access information within the application? In my case, I'm going to keep it nice and easy, that they're looking for a resource. And in this case, it's just going to be simply resource 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we'll click next. What's really nice is that it provides that really quick and easy to use summary that highlights what's in this policy. I'm going to make sure that I haven't made any typing errors. Yeah, everything looks good to me. So I'm going to save this policy